All right, let's check out this craziness.
Let's talk about some of the qualifications I need to have for.
I love this. How do you not get a migraine watching these? I can tell you this. I can tell you this. I have sometimes I have to take a break. I definitely have to take a break because it gets tiring. It does, right? All these insanities, these hypocrisies, these delusions, these nonsensical arguments, it gets tiring. But for you guys, my brothers, I'll suffer through it. All right, let's play this again.
Let's talk about some of the qualifications I need to have for a man if I decide that I'm going to date him if he has children. For one, if you have every day to see me, that's a problem. Why aren't you seeing your kids? I'm a single mom of two kids. I cannot see you every day. We have every other weekend to see each other. Outside of that, that's a problem. You shouldn't have every day to see me. For two, if you're not helping financially or if you're on child support and you're not paying it, that's a problem. You should be helping your kid's mother. And if you think that being on child support, if you're not helping financially, is a problem, absolutely not. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Three, if you are not doing everything to be involved in those children's life, no. No. Because if I ever want more children and I see how you treat your children, I know my children are going to be treated the same. Not dealing with. Four, if you're making the mother of your life her life hard when she's trying to work with you and you're just like bitter towards her, I'm running the other way because why are you so bitter towards her still? Five, all in all, if you're just not a good father and you're not putting in sacrifices, effort for those children, and I see it, not doing it. That is such a red flag to me. A man that does not do right by his children is never going to do right by me, and I will never stand by a man that isn't out there doing everything for his kids. Running. Let's talk about some of the qualifications.
And you wonder why. You wonder why. I mean, you wonder why uh single mothers are red flags. Big bars, I believe so. This is the problem with a lot of women, right? I say this, right? I'm not a Bible thumper, right? I'm not a Christian man. I'm not a religious man. But one thing I love what religious people say is that men, right? God, man, children. Men should be above children. This is the problem with single mothers. How you single? Why are you single? Why the fuck are you single? Why aren't you with the man that you gave children to? Because here's the thing. You put yourself first, not him. Okay? You were fine with breaking your family. Your selfishness. And shit like this shows. If you cared so much about your children, right? This is the insanity of women. I care so much about my children. I put my children first. Okay, then why aren't you with the father? If you cared so much about children, you should know, okay, for the best outcome, for the best outcome of a child, it's a two-parent household. It's a two-parent household. People don't say, oh, a loving. You don't have to love him. No, you should have to respect him. Two-parent household. If you cared, if you love your kids so much, bitch, be with your husband. Be with the man you gave kids to. But no, no, what about my own happiness? Guess what? Right? You only cared about your own happiness. Yes, women aren't logical. 100%. They are emotional. Let's break this insanity down.
Let's talk about some of the qualifications I need to have for a man if I decide that I'm going to date him if he has children.
I said this before. It is fine if you have standards. Don't be surprised. Don't be shocked that men have one too. Right? Don't be shocked that men have it too. Again, this is why a lot of men don't date single mothers, or or a lot of men don't take single mothers seriously.
For one, if you have every day to see me, that's a problem. Why aren't you seeing your kids?
Do you not know how how it works with courts? Usually, it's the mom that has the kids, not the man. If you want to fix that, fix it. This is a thing where do women not know understand how the courts work?
I'm a single mom of 2 kids. I cannot see you every day. We have every other weekend to see.
We have every other weekend. So if you have, let me put this logic down. Right? Let me try to break this down. If you have every other weekend, that means you have your kids. You have your kids every day, besides every other weekend, correct? That's when your baby father has the kids every other weekend. So even the man you gave kids to have most of his time free. Are you stupid? Even the man you gave kids to have every time free. Because her logic, right? She just said it out of her fucking mouth. She has every other weekend free. So that means that only every other weekend does the father of her kids have his kids. Logically speaking, that means that even the man she gave kids to don't have the kids all the time. So, if you're not so dense, you would think that other men share the same kind of custody. Would you not? So, you condemn a man that is just as free as your fucking baby daddy? Why don't you, right, do it straight 50-50, where every other week? It's like, this is the thing where with women, how are you, like, I've said this before, I don't believe women are stupid, but why are you always proving me wrong, right? Because math ain't mathing. Even your baby daddy has most of his days free, and you gave him kids.
Each other. Outside of that, that's a problem. You shouldn't have every day to see me. For 2, if you're not helping financially or if you're on child support and you're not paying.
Oh, I want to say that's also why a lot of men don't want to date women or date single mothers, because you're barely free. And guess what? Let me play this thing. Why do a lot of men put single mothers in the sex only category? I mean, come on, this woman is pretty much telling you why. Okay, why do a lot of men put single mothers in the sex only category? Why do a lot of men say recreational use only? Single mothers are recreational use only. She's proving it. You don't have a whole lot of time for him. Guess what? The times that you do have for them, it's only fucking, right? It's only sex. That's what now. That's all the time you have, right? So the times that he's going to see you, it's either sex or nothing at all. Because seriously, you have no other time for nothing else. Why waste his time? Why is he going to waste his time? That's it. That's women. This is the thing what women are showing. This is why. This is the only good use you have. Please try not to get single mothers pregnant. All right? Please don't hook yourself to that. Yo, Mr. McCoy. I mean, what's up, my brother?
That's a problem. You should be helping your kid's mother. And if you think that being on child support, if you're not helping financially, is a problem, absolutely not. Red flag, red flag, red flag.
Why don't, it's like, that's a red flag, but it's not a red flag that you're not sharing 50-50 custody with the man you gave kids to.
Three, if you are not doing everything to be involved in those children's life, no. No. Because if I ever want more children and I see how you treat your children.
What she said, okay? If she ever wants more children, you already see how she treats a marriage. You see how she treats the partnership. She gave kids. This is the thing where you gotta think. She gave kids to the man before you, and she still left. So why would she stay with you, even if she give you kids? Back in the day, right? Back in the day, it's rare, right? Rare for women to leave a man she definitely gave kids to. At the very least, you know that's a bigger, surer thing. Okay? That she gave kids to that man, it's highly unlikely she will leave that man. Now, fuck that. Kids do not guarantee a long-term relationship. So really, you talking about kids. Bitch, I'm worried about you leaving regardless. Right? So really, recreational use only.
I know my children are going to be treated the same. Not dealing with.
Well, I know I'm going to be treated. I know I'm going to be treated the same as your ex. You gave kids to him, and you still didn't care about leaving. You still didn't mind about leaving. So really, that's what the next men have to think about. Again, this is what women don't understand. Why, again, men don't take single mothers seriously. You gave the most precious thing you can give a man, your body and children, and you still left. So really, what do men have to look out for? What do men have to look forward to? You still leaving. You still caring about your own self.
4, if you're making the mother of your life her life hard when she's trying to work with you and you're just like bitter towards her, I'm running the other way because why are you so bitter towards her still? 5, all in all, if you're
I can agree with that part, the bitterness, but
just not a good father and you're not putting in sacrifices, effort for those children, and I see it, not doing it. That is such a red flag to me. A man that does.
If you're not a good father, you're not going to do it. So let's break that little logic down, right? If you're not a good father, it's a red flag to her. Okay, was the man she gave kids to a good father? Let's play that game. Let's play this game. Was the man you gave kids to, was he a good father? One, if he was, why did you fucking leave him? Right? Why did you leave him if he was a good father? All right, let's play with this game. So that is a red flag. 2, if he was a bad father, why the fuck did you even have kids with him? Why the hell would you even have more kids with him? Because sometimes these women have multiple kids with these men that they talk about. And here's the thing. It's like, this is the insanity. Why do you not make sure if he would be a good father or vet him better? It's like, vet him, right? Understand how he would be. Sometimes I never understand how these women date these terrible men. Did you not know all these things beforehand? Did you not know? Right? Because here's my I would say this, right? Because I would take onus, right? Accountability. My ex, I pretty much knew the relationship would have ended. Okay? Because there were red flags that I decided to ignore. She was your typical strong, independent woman. That was a red flag I should have I shouldn't have fucking ignored. Right? I shouldn't have fucking ignored it. 2, it was a long distance relationship. That was a red flag. I shouldn't have gone serious with that. 3, uh, she had lied a couple of times. It's like, this is the thing where I want to say this. Okay, The problem with a lot of relationship is that we ignore a lot of red flags. We ignore a lot of red flags. So this is the thing where I believe a problem with a lot of women as well, where you knew he was going to be a bad father. You knew it. You knew he was going to be a bad husband. You knew it. You just chose to ignore it. So again, if you chose to ignore things and then you come out to be a single mother, you have made yourself really dateable. Because now, because you become a single mother, okay? Just like women who become career women, right? They become six-figure women. Now they have higher standards, right? They have higher standards. Well, now you just made yourself really hard to date. You made yourself really hard to date. Because higher standards don't make you easier to date.
Does not do right by his children is never going to do right by me, and I will never stand by a man that isn't out there doing everything for his kids. Run.
Again, if you did everything for your kids, you would have sacrificed your happiness for them. This is the thing with women, they don't understand. If you did everything for your kids, you would sacrifice your happiness for them. You would have stayed with their father. Period. I can never understand when women say, I will do everything for my kids, except stay with their father. Then would you do everything? I can see that point. I can see that point, right? If you have children, you should not be dating. I can see that point. I mean, this is a thing where maybe you shouldn't be dating until your children are outside. That is the women like this, right? With all her rules, which is fine, right? I said it. You can have standards. Everyone can have standards. With all your standards, your rules, maybe you're better off not dating. Maybe you are better off not dating. That's something a lot of single mothers should be thinking about. And this is probably why a lot of people say that, or you know, well, there's some people who say that single mothers are recreational use. You shouldn't be dating. Just go have sex, I guess. I mean, I'm not saying I don't, you know, that they shouldn't date. I mean, I said maybe if you have such high standards. Because here's the thing, okay? This is a kind of funny thing. A lot of these women have high standards, yet they still date men that don't meet these standards. That's the thing where they have sexual needs. Well, I mean, that could be thing. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But this is the problem with a lot of these women have high standards, yet they date plenty of men that don't meet these standards. So I don't know. McCoy, you are devil. You are devil, my brother. No, I mean it's perfectly. I mean, again, it's a perfectly sensible opinion. I don't disagree. I don't disagree that that's a crazy opinion. I mean, I could see that. So, yeah. All right. What do you guys think?